How's it going, guys? Test failed, guy. Hoping to fail your test today. Otherwise, doing something a little bit special. Something I actually been planning for quite a while, actually, but I couldn't really find a good place to do it. And even then, based on how my life works, I didn't even get to do this video sooner than I really wanted to. Anyways, this is essentially me showing off my entire album library from when I first got my Switch, which was forever ago, I don't even remember when, to now. Essentially saying my lifetime to 2022, and a little bit of 2023 because I didn't get this video out sooner and I tried, but again, with how my life works, there's not really much I can really do. Anyways, just the way this will work is I'm going to just show off all the screenshots, all the clips that I have saved up. Although keep in mind that I have deleted some screenshots and clips, so while the number that you see, like the number of screenshots and clips that I'll show you, there were more. I just deleted them because I didn't really have a reason to keep them. And at the time, I also had to worry about the memory on my Switch. And then I realized, well, making one of these videos showing off my entire library kind of solves both problems of memory and keeping these screenshots and clips, because these are just really funny sometimes. Or just straight up, I don't even know, like, what happens. There's just lots of things. You know what, I should not be talking anymore. We have the entire album, which contains 210 of these, and I actually noticed I didn't even edit 2 of them. So, that's fun. Anyways, we're gonna go all the way down. We're gonna start from the bottom to the top. I think that's how we want to do this. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we're gonna do this. So most of them are just kind of weird clips and screenshots that I just kind of noted down for whatever reason, and then just kept them as a memory. So keep that in mind for some of these screenshots and clips. Speaking of which, this one. I'm not sure if I want to, you know what, I'm going to show off what the clip is before I start really talking about it. I just think that's really weird. Um, when I defeated this Molduga, because it was like half in the wall, as you can kind of see, like on the very left, kind of where the Divine Beast little like powers are. You see how like it's partially in the wall. Because of that, ignore this by the way. This was just me debating what stamp to put down. Because of that, all its loot and the chest spawned. Well, not all of it. Most of its loot and the chest spawned inside the wall, and this was just the weirdest like glitch slash unfortunate event that happened to me because I was trying to mess around with it and then I accidentally put it in a position where I couldn't even open the chest. So that was kind of my fault, but I also just found it really funny that ended up happening. I don't know. It's just kind of it, it's just one of those like weird, strange glitches that like I'm not really sure how it exists or why it exists, but it's there, and it just happened to me, and there's not really much I can do. Alright, next. Oh, okay. Before I start the clip, story time. So, this video almost essentially was gonna start as a Minecraft clip montage, but there were kind of 2 reasons why I didn't do this. One, I feel like the people that watch my content and the people that like this, like a video with a clip montage that this might draw people to, does not correlate at all, which I feel like doesn't work for what videos I upload especially. And second of all, like, I don't know, I just didn't get around to doing it, so I just never did. I mean, theoretically, you, like, I kind of, like, this video almost brings back that idea, but in some ways it also doesn't. So, yeah, but anyways, now I'm gonna be playing this clip and then I'll talk about it a little bit after. I actually need to remember how some of these clips are, because it's been a while. But yeah, I don't know how that worked. Considering the fact that we go back to the very start of the clip, since I died, you know, I respawned, basically mean I had absolutely nothing. And this person here had, I want to say it's an iron sword and like a little bit of iron armor, and all I had was literally a stone sword. So I was very underpowered. I don't even know why I challenged him like this, or them. I don't actually know. But anyways, I don't know why I did this. And there's just this like funny scene where like we're just not able to hit each other very well. Like, and then here's just when there's a whole bunch of brawling, and I don't even know how I get the kill like that. Like, I don't understand. First of all, I survived on half a heart, and also just the fact that I was able to maneuver around like his attacks. Either that or he was just playing badly. I don't know, but it just, I don't know why that worked, but it did. All right, next. Okay, this one I'm not that happy about because this is somewhat easy to do normally. Yeah, just get like the jump on him and then just annihilate him into the void, even though it doesn't really do anything. I don't know if he either missed the jump or if he like thought that something else would happen. But yeah, I don't know. I went in a really boring way for this one. Oh, this one. Again, kind of boring the way I won, but to be honest, that's kind of intimidating just to see a person with iron armor and then me with absolutely nothing but a pickaxe. And that worked. So, yeah. Especially since the fact that, like, I respawned. There, I don't know if you noticed, here, but as you can see, I crouched, kind of by accident, out of desperation of the fact that I needed to move. So that definitely didn't help with the escape. Here I kind of missed, but it didn't even matter anyways, because I still kill him. Although it almost looks like he falls off if you look at it. Hold up. Let's see. Okay, well, I guess the knockback didn't register in time, but yeah. That's weird. Oh, this. I honestly forget how long these clips are. Oh, but weird thing about this. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. First of all, I don't know why I made the clip start here. I feel like it would have made more sense if I started it way earlier. Because, it honestly just feels like a long slog of doing absolutely nothing. Okay. So there's someone towering, and I'm, like, coming by. I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, why does this person try to jump on me? First of all, I mean, that was my idea, was to lure this person into doing that, but at the same time, why would you do that? You have way better loot than I have. I literally have nothing. I mean, I don't know, I mean, they probably didn't know that, but, like, I didn't have even blocks. So the fact that they tried to jump on me was just strange, in my opinion. And even then, first of all, I don't know how that doesn't kill me. And then, look at this. Notice how, like, he got knocked back. Look, he got knocked back into the block, but I guess the little ending bit of knockback just barely made him knock that person into the void, which I don't understand how that worked. Again, a lot of these clips are just like, I don't know why this happened, or how I was able to do this, but it did work. Also, you can see that Silent did also die there, so that's just a rip. That felt like I was silent there, doing that. So here I tried to actually dig inside, but it was actually double layered, first of all, and it kind of glitched, so I wasn't able to actually break the block. And I think the person that has darker skin, I think that person had less health, because if they had full health, I'm pretty sure they would have easily killed me. But the fact that I was able to actually kill both of them was just sort of insane. But yeah, I think this is just like a lot of this is just kind of like because sometimes I will be playing a lot of like just these games just kind of because I don't really have a reason to, like, and then we get like things like this happening that I just clip because like it's just something noteworthy. Also, wow, we are losing. I didn't even know 1-12. All right. Oh, before this clip starts, if you recognize this clip at all, that's actually because this is actually from Silent's channel. I think I think it's the second montage. I don't know which one, but you actually see me in that in the clip montage. This is my perspective of it. It also looks just very embarrassing of the fact that it doesn't even look like I did anything. In fact, if you saw there, let me see. I only got a kill assist of 16.5, so that didn't really do that much. But it's fine. Like, I don't know why I jumped down. I can't remember if I did it intentionally or unintentionally. But it was probably not the smartest of moves, yet Silent just freaking saves me. That's essentially what he did. And with just like a very tiny little bit of help from me, but whatever. Oh, okay. I don't know why I stopped there. But anyways, this is just a... this is not one of those clips of why did this work moment. You kind of notice the... Okay, first of all, I don't know why I choose to use the bow here. Second of all, notice how I'm basically only going forward. Like, I'm only going forward and basically swinging my sword. And yet that kills one of them? Two of them, actually? Also, wow, our base is not defended at all. But just the fact that, like, first of all, I'm not sure how this person got by. Second of all, how did I not die, even though I killed, like, both of them and I was taking a lot of knockback? I don't know how that happened. Again, I mean, like I've said before, like, already so much in this video, most of these clips are just, they're just clips of just things that I don't even know how I did that or why I did that. But yeah. I don't know what to say about this one. This is just like I got stuck in a really bad spot and just I don't know what happened. I don't know if this person just messed up or if I actually got them somehow. I don't understand. But hey, I got the kill, I guess. And no, I mean I didn't get the kill, but they died, okay? That's all I'm happy. I don't even know if I won this one, but I did definitely this did happen. I don't usually win a lot of Egg War games that I play, which is a bit unfortunate. Speaking of which, yellow. I'm a team yellow for this one. I need to remind myself to do another colors challenge for Egg Wars. I haven't done no yellow, which is embarrassing and weird. Just the fact that I have not done that yet. Oh yeah, also another reason I actually forgot to mention this. Another reason why I didn't really want to make it like a clips montage of these Minecraft clips is because most of these clips are actually more to feel like luck than actual skill. Like the one with like where I actually managed to do a 2v1, that felt more skill based. But the others feel more like luck based that I was actually able to do that, like the knocking out the void thing. Also, I don't know if you noticed, uh, but like when I hit them there, I don't know if they glitch or they accidentally just put on a different helmet. But yeah, it goes back to a leather helmet instead of an iron one, which I don't know what happened there. I don't know if they accidentally did it or if that just like, or if that was just a glitch on my screen. I don't know, but that did happen. Don't ask me how I did that. Cause I really don't. First of all, I'm not TAS, and second of all, why I always do the same thing, and that's just like I kind of mush my hands in a circle formation, and I just don't know how it works. I mean, no, I guess you can also tell how I'm not TAS if you can see. There's one point that I kind of messed up here. Wait, yeah, I mess up there a little bit, so that does happen. But even then, it doesn't even matter because I still get like pretty decent score. Also, this was I think this was also just in the middle of a party, or when I was playing with some friends, or actually I think it might have just been family, not friends, but it was close enough, close enough. I did not mean to close out of that. Oh, this. I just find it funny how it got, oh, whoops, that it got pretty close to my name. Like the yellow text, just the fact that it started with test was just weird. Also, I how long have I not noticed that the fact that the F in failed is capitalized? I usually try to stay consistent with that, but I guess I have not been doing that consistency. Weird. I don't get this encounter. First of all, I don't have armor at all. I just have a diamond pickaxe, so I don't understand why I even challenged this. Second of all, I don't know if this guy just like didn't try or if I actually managed to do this good. But like, I don't know. He just like doesn't hit me at all. First of all, he has a gapple, so this is barely doing any damage. But yeah, look at that. Like, apart from that mess up, which I accidentally opened my inventory, but like the fact that he like barely hits me, he only starts hitting me now almost, and it actually makes an impact. But then he just like gives up. I don't understand what happened or why that like just didn't work at all. But yeah. Also, I think I actually know. I think I know why now. It's because the pink doesn't have their egg. But at the same time, the fact that he kind of just like gave up in the middle of the fight, even though he had so much health, just felt strange. I don't know. Welcome to Weird Minecraft Physics, also known as like why did I have my music on? Usually I don't. Usually I have the Minecraft music really low, but for some reason I had it high. That's probably because I was on a world and the music needed to be high for whatever reason. But yeah, it's just funny hearing the Minecraft music because I usually have it really low. Um, but yeah, I also have my paper doll on, which is also not normal. I usually always have that off because it feels a bit distracting, and also the chat feels less cluttered when I do that. But yeah, either way, next clip. Also, I guess if you couldn't guess, this was probably gonna be the longest album of 2020, or I mean of 20XX, because like this is from like my Switch's lifetime essentially to now. So that's the whole reason why this is probably gonna be the longest video like of like the series of this, not a series, but just like of this like tradition that I'm hoping to start. Keyword hopefully. Let's hope I don't forget this. I really shouldn't, because it's something I've been wanting to do. That's fine. Anyways, let's. Never mind. Thank you, low battery. I mean, it's fine. I have plenty. I can just grab a different controller if this one dies, so I don't really mind that badly. In fact, my Joy-Cons are so close by. But anyways, this clip, I don't know why I try to hide. Like, and second of all, I don't even know why I try to do this. but it worked, I guess. I think I was able to surprise this person by breaking the block below them, and because I had a wall behind me. The only way this person would have actually been able to kill me is if they just did enough damage to me, or if they actually knocked me off. But they would have to like go to the side, which they clearly didn't. They just kind of went at me forward. So there you go, I guess. Oh, this so Inner Agent 3 defeated. This is the secret final boss that I never did I should say our no, just in my Splatoon 3, no, not Splatoon 3, Splatoon 2 Octo expansion series that I did. I never did this boss fight because I don't remember how long I had Octo expansion, but if we go here, yeah, this screenshot was taken on the 10th of February. I don't know, I couldn't think. It was looking on the 10th of February. Wow, it was looking at 11:14. Jeez, I did not expect to. Also, that's really ironic because that's very similar to the time I'm recording this. I really should not be recording this late at night, but something told me I needed to do this. But yeah, I don't want to edit it at all. But yeah, this is one of the harder boss fights, and I don't even remember how I even won this fight, but I still did it, and it was still fun. But it did definitely take me a lot of attempts, which probably explains why like the screenshot was taken somewhat recently. Oh, we're back to Minecraft. Although, I guess spoiler alert, we are like running low on Minecraft clips. Like, there's not gonna be that many. Like coming like I think like mostly at the end of this too. So I accidentally talked during the clip, so that's why I had to show it twice. But either way, why did that work? I almost did the exact same strategy as that last clip earlier, where I was almost just like holding forward and swinging my sword. And just why did that work to the fact that I got both of them? I don't get it. I don't get it, but it's fine. Whatever gets the job done, I guess. Okay, so while this clip does feel a bit impressive, this person was building like defenses, so I was able to get a sneak attack on them. I don't know if they just turn around really slowly or if they just wasn't able to react fast enough. But even then, they had an iron sword, but it was kind of too late that they started battling me because their health was basically halfway gone, and I only lost like 2 hearts, and I had terrain advantage because I almost got a decent high ground. So, I don't know if this was just them playing bad or if I just somehow managed to do good, although it could have actually been a combination of both, because there I kind of get them stuck in a corner, and then they just, like, try to place blocks, which I feel like it would have been smarter if they just tried to attack me, but it's fine. I don't know. Oh, okay. In here we start to enter Pokemon Unite screenshots/clips, such as this one, winning by 1 point. Classic. Classic, you win by 1 point, and it's just surprising when that happens. Moments. But yeah. Oh, and this is also when I was playing with Yahtzee, and it also looks kind of weird because Yahtzee doesn't has their name correctly on there. Well, that was a somewhat quick game. Okay, notice that the clip starts at 4:50, meaning about 10 seconds has passed in the game. I think this clip is actually exactly, let me see. Yeah, it's exactly 30 seconds. And just, okay, also, I actually should have mentioned this. Welcome, Splatoon 2 clips and screenshots. But before that, I just want to say, there was one clip that I did delete, which I'm kind of mad at myself for deleting. There was one very funny clip that I got, where I got a quad kill with Splashdown, as a Hydra Splatling, and and it was a super jump spot, which was really dumb. I don't know why I tried a super jump anyways. But I had a splashdown, and it got a quad kill, a full wipe. How? I don't know why they were all camping my super jump marker. You only need like one person to do that. But just that worked. I don't understand how that worked. Anyways, that's not even related to this clip. This clip is just showing you. Unfortunately, this is B rank. I think I dropped out of A rank, unfortunately, which is just annoying. But yeah, that's just how that ended up being. I think my final rank is still B plus in Splatoon 2. And I even think tower control is like that, which upset me, because tower control was like one of my highest ranks, but now it's not. But just like, first of all, we get a pretty early, like team wipe, and then a sneak attack almost, and for some reason, Big Shot doesn't die. I don't know how Big Shot doesn't die from the end zap. I think that was the end zap. Yeah, that's the end zap. And then just like somehow doesn't die there. And if you look at Big Shot's character, you can realize that there's a lot of yellow ink. So you can tell that they're like very low on HP, and yet they still won the game for us. So that was just kind of funny. Also, if you can't tell, or just I think actually you won't even be able to tell this is the first Splatoon 2 clip, but I think for the majority of these clips, the Splatoon 2 clips and screenshots, they're all played with color lock, because I always played with color lock. Because that's just how I always... I don't know why, I just like it with color lock, because it means it's more simple and it only chooses 2 colors. But yeah, I just want to let that know. So if you see the same colors, like of blue and yellow, it's not sheer coincidence, it's because I have color lock on. Oh, okay. This screenshot, okay. So, at the time, I was trying to shiny hunt a shiny, Nidoran male. I don't know what made me want to shiny hunt a Nidoran male, but I was trying to. I didn't end up getting a shiny Nidoran male, but this just upset me. A shiny Spearow appeared, but not a shiny Nidoran male. And because of how frustrated I was, I actually fled from the shiny, because I kind of got frustrated for that reason. Do I regret that decision? No, not really. Like, it's just kind of one of those things where it's just like, I just kind of gave up, because this annoyed me enough. And also, at the time, I think, when I was doing this, I have to do other stuff. So, yeah, that didn't really work out very well. But yeah, that's that screenshot. If I were to just show you this in like a straight video of showing you all of them, it would have probably not meant much unless I explain anything. Which is honestly another one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. It means that all the screenshots and clips that I upload, I can talk about them in extra detail, other than just the clip themselves. And screenshot. Speaking of which, this is the No Name Realm. Funny enough, after it got reset from that one stream, which is deleted, but well, yeah, I think it's deleted. I don't know if it's either privated or deleted. Either way, you can't find it anymore. But during the No Name Realm, there's a zombie on top of me. Theoretically, that should wake me up, but that isn't, because it's actually going for Cool Dude, or I think it's Cool Dude that it was going after. It was either Cool Dude or Sherman Lack, but it was going after another person, so it never woke me up, which I thought was just really funny. It also just funny seeing the map, because it almost looks like a boat, but it's a map, and then my netherite stuff, which I think the only thing I'm missing is, at the time of this screenshot, I think I was only missing Swift Sneak and Soul Speed. So, funny enough, both things that are movement related, but now I'm only missing Swift Sneak. But the problem with that is, well, the realm is not online right now. So, yeah. So yeah, that happened. This is an indie game after all. this isn't so like kind of like unexpected like soft locks like this are I don't want to say they're more common, but it's not like it's not like it should be too shocking if you do come across this, especially since Chompy, who's the person that ends up getting that makes us get soft locked, is an optional partner, meaning it's not meaning it may not even be intended to, or meaning like certain cutscenes aren't necessarily designed very well for that. So that's why Chompy ends up getting like stuck here. This has happened to me another time, which I think I deleted the the clip of it, but it did happen to me almost. Funny enough, it's actually in the same chapter. No, it's not the same chapter. It was the previous chapter, chapter 3. You had to talk to an NPC that would initiate part of the story, but I talked to him in such a way where my characters had to walk. I had to like walk to the other side of the character, and it basically got me stuck in between two places. But for some reason, it warped me to the other side. Again, because the main characters being V, Leaf, and Kabu, the three bugs right there. Because those are the main characters, I think they're kind of meant to be in these places. Chompy is an optional character you don't have to get, but probably not meant to for these story related cutscenes. That's why it ends up getting soft locks like this. This is a bit unfortunate because I don't even remember the last time I saved when this screenshot was taken. But it's just unfortunate stuff that happened. Pokemon Unite. That's not a good amount of HP to be at. Not at all. It's literally living in peril right now. But you know what? It's fine. There's a lot of screenshots and clips like this that happen that I have. I don't even. I wonder if Yahtzee has any. Probably not, because I don't know how much they actually like record stuff like this with the screenshot button and clipping. But it is fine. Oh, okay. So if this clip was meant to mean anything, I don't think this is actually the same playthrough. It's a different, separate playthrough. But here, it's somewhat rare. This is actually, funny enough, if you can tell, this is actually the same instance of this, which houses a little mini-boss, an optional mini-boss, where you only have V and Leaf. Because of that, when you get a rank up here, on the rank up screen, you only see V and Leaf. As far as I'm aware of, this is the only instance of where you can actually see this. So I just think it's kind of funny. Oh, what? No, get out of here. Get out of here, little guide. Anyways. Do I plan on doing a Bug Fables playthrough? I do, but the problem is that I have Paper Mario 1000 Year Door going on, and if you saw what happened last time when I had essentially, two Paper Mario series going on. So I don't think it's that smart to do that twice in a row. So, yeah. So this screenshot doesn't really make that much sense. If anything, the only person that's gonna find this somewhat funny is probably Yahtzee. But, Sherman Lack, I mean, this is kind of how you are, but can you English a little bit better? What to move to my house? Also, there's a double space, which my non-existent OCD doesn't allow that. So, what the heck? Alright. Well, that was some pretty good RNG. If you don't know what I mean, is, I jump in the air to do some blaster shots. That one blast still somehow connected and ended up getting me splat. That was some pretty impressive jump RNG, because that's not really the smartest thing to do, but it still worked. Also, it's just kind of funny seeing the 3D models of the weapons, because in Splatoon 3 it's more just like I think it's just like a flat image, but now but in Splatoon 2 it was actually like a 3D model that you see of the actual weapon. I honestly kind of miss this because I liked the way that looked. Oh, I'm gonna have to get a charger, am I? Alright, let me go get that very quickly. Alright, I'm back, and I actually have my charger this time. I just need to plug it in. But, yeah, it's just gonna keep yelling at me saying the battery is low. Just like Wii remotes. At least these ones are chargeable. With rear mounts, you have to get separate batteries for that. But yeah, let's just move on. Okay, actually, I'm... This clip, if I show you it, it doesn't really make that much sense unless I explain it during the thing. So, notice on our team we have a disconnected player. We have a disconnected player. Okay? And it's a ranked match. Okay? Maybe not the best thing. But usually something happens. But this ended up happening. Yeah, it gave me a crack in my rank. And, again, like I said earlier, if we go back to the beginning of the clip, there's a disconnected player on our team. You can clearly see it. You can clearly see it at the, like, it's actually the leftmost, inkling. And but, on the screen, see how the sploosh-o-matic, how the weapon isn't grayed out when it's killed? That shows you that it's a disconnected player. It's clearly a disconnected player there. And yet, again, it gave me a crack in my rank. That normally shouldn't happen in a ranked match whenever someone on your team disconnects. Which is kind of unfortunate. Which also just made me kind of mad. And also, yeah, this is what I meant by I was in Rainmaker. I think this was Rainmaker. Was this Rain? Yeah, it was definitely Rainmaker. I could see the little thing. Alright. Oh, this screenshot. Okay. I'm just gonna say, how rare is a tie in a game, in a MOBA game like this? How rare is a tie? Because that seems incredibly rare, the fact that this is the first time we've ever gotten a tie. And I have never seen this happen to anyone else when I've watched videos of Pokemon Unite. Although it could have just been luck. And notice at the top of the screen, you see, in a draw, the team that reached this tied score first wins. Okay. I mean, yeah, in a draw. But, like, I don't necessarily mind that way of a tiebreaker, but why can't it just straight up be a tie? Like, again, I don't mind the tiebreaker, but, like... Like, could it not have just been a regular tie? I mean, I guess there kind of had to be some programming for that to actually work correctly. But, I don't know. Alright, okay, this screenshot, okay. So, this is sort of the opposite of this clip. This one is where we had a disconnected player on our team, but we still ended up winning. This actually meaning that it is still possible to win, even if a player disconnects from your team. You just gotta play really, really well. And I just, that doesn't really surprise me that much, because it's not the hardest thing to do, but it's definitely not easy to win a disconnect. Regardless, though, the main reason why I screenshotted this is because I think it's funny, seeing on our team, everyone got 15 splats. And if I used Inkjet 3 times, that means we would also use their special 3 times. So I just thought it was incredibly funny, because, like, what? How did we all get, like, 15 like that? Oh, okay. This clip is just sort of like... I'm not sure how much I agree with it now, looking at it more, but with the way how the rain looks and the tile set that I'm standing on, does it not look like I'm floating? I don't know. It really does just look like I'm floating there, but, like, the more I look at it, the more it doesn't look as much that I'm floating, but, yeah. Just with the shine and, like, how the rain looks, that's interesting. Also, this was just a random playthrough that I did. I don't even know if I really want to ever continue it, but it exists. Oh, okay. This screenshot. I have a famous line for it. This is why you don't surrender when you have the lead. quite literally, we won because the other team surrendered. This is why you don't surrender when you have the lead. That's the line. That's just the famous line. And they would have won if they didn't surrender. So yeah, that's just kind of funny because like I don't know, like I don't think there's a way you can check the score mid game. Like the only way you can check it is by looking at how many goal zones each team has. I still don't even know why they surrendered anyways. But yeah, they would have normally won if they didn't do that, so that was just kind of funny. Oh, this. This was a glitch that happened where you just don't see the trainer portraits. Fun. I honestly don't know why I have this screenshot. There must be some reason why. But I honestly just do not remember. And it's not like, oh, but like the characters are missing. No, that's normally how it loaded. And that's how I screenshotted it. But my reasoning for having this here is questionable. Huh. Close matches. Some close fight. And it doesn't even stop there. As you can see, this Espeon misses its attack, or it just aimed in the wrong direction, causing me to just barely score. Oh, I don't... First of all, I don't even know how we ended up getting it, because the enemy team was coming. And also... How quickly does Gengar die here? I guess it's very frail. Like, it has, like, very little HP in this game. Also, wait. What was the name of the Pikachu? Hold up. Pressed on? Really? I almost thought that said press on, but no. Weird. But yeah, that's just kind of a weirdly hilarious thing that happened to me. So, oh, this screenshot really doesn't mean anything until you realize that I'm, like, standing in the perfect center of, like, the Unite goal. Or the Unite goal, just the goal zone. Like, look at that. Like, I'm standing in, like, basically the perfect center. Oh, yay! This, it's the Eon team with... No, not the Eon duo. I actually realized that. But either way, we have Espeon, Yahtzee 23, Glaceon, which is me, and Sylveon, which is a random person. Oh, okay. So these screenshots, whenever you see a screenshot of this is essentially me getting a gorgeous box without Lightstone. It's not the most rarest thing in the world, but it's not like it's common either. So it's just weird whenever I get these moments. I actually have quite a lot of screenshots of this happening. So that's what these screenshots mean. I'm not really gonna explain too much in detail what they are. Oh, this screenshot. Honestly, the clip makes more sense than the actual screenshot, which I do have the clip, which is literally next, by the way. But this, the screenshot's just kind of hilarious when you look at the clip. First of all, you can tell that this is the Shiny Pearl stream series. You can, as instance with the fact that there's a Dragonair, with the Lucky Egg, and then there's a Mew with the Scope Lens, and Charizard with the Choice Band. Not the Choice Band, the Muscle Band. So you can clearly tell that was, how that ended up working out, which is sort of hilarious. But either way, I don't know what happens. I don't know if just its encounter hitbox, like, is like smaller than it actually should be, and it has a weird stop formation, but it just kind of stops there, and it like the hoo-hoo, and it just looks ridiculous, just kind of flapping there right next to me. Oh. I'm just gonna put this on just because it makes more sense. So, this is just a... Okay, so this is just like a normal lobby, you know, where like everyone's voted in, except for me. So, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, because now I had to like wait for a ridiculously long time for this to change. As you can see, I was kind of gotten a bit bored of waiting, so I started flipping over the Unite shots. And not even that long after, this is quite literally the same game, if you can't tell, I start to wonder something. Because this has not changed for a good long while. And it's really weird because it should have increased at least a little bit. So this is really making me strange. Also, you can still tell that I was bored by clicking around in the menus, just seeing what you could interact with. Either way, it's a bit strange. Why is it, like, not putting me... Like, why is it just not increasing the bar? So much so, as I actually went to the home button to close the software and then reload it again. Reconnecting to the server. Supposed to be back in the same loading screen. But I didn't actually end up clipping it, even though I really should have. Because all of this was happening, the match was also going on. Meaning I was stuck, not being able to do anything. I don't even know if it gave me a penalty for this, but if it did, it's one of those... I hate it because it was half not even my fault. I don't even think I actually had internet problems at the time, because I think this was before I moved, so the router was in a position that that was very good for my location, and it's just so strange that this just happened, and it was really annoying, and it was also kind of infuriating, but it's fine. It was just, I think I don't know if it was ranked match or not, but even then it was still annoying. Did I enter myself into the wrong lobby or something? I'm like the only person that has like an English name in this. Other than maybe this person, but I think that person, like, and by this person I mean the person that's at level 53. But, like, even then, did I just go into the wrong lobby or something? It just feels kind of funny. Oh, you want to know something more? I actually got first place on my team on this same lobby. And it's actually Splat Zone. So that's impressive, maybe? I don't know. I can't really... It's just weird. It's just straight weird that this just happened. Oh, okay, this. Okay. That is what's normally supposed to happen when someone disconnects. See, look, some players disconnected early on, so the rank meter will not change. That's what's normally supposed to happen. But not here. So, yeah, if you want an extra clarification on that, that should have happened, but... This is moving on. I'm not gonna too mad if I talk about it. I love how I have, like, basically the perfect ink efficiency here. Like, I had just barely enough to actually shoot a blaster shot. Enough time to recover enough ink to throw a torpedo, and to throw it into, like, and basically to like, I don't know what would be the word. I guess just, like, trying to, like, push them away from the actual splat zone. And I mean, that was just kind of convenient, but the fact that I had, like, basically the perfect ink efficiency for everything just felt so good. That's how you can tell how last-ditch effort, and I think ink recovery is what I had. No, I had Sub-Saber, but just last-ditch effort with a recovery boost just really did help with this. That's just a thing. So the only reason why I actually have this clip here is because here I'm battling this Morel, which is not the most smartest thing to do. But, I end up getting, because of the fact that it ended up killing me. I don't know why I was trying to hype it up for some reason. Either way, because I damaged the Morel enough, I got an assist, meaning I got enough XP to level up, which was coincidentally the next level I needed to evolve. So for that reason, you hear the Dragonair cry twice. And on top of that, it's supposed to be the Dratini cry, but it ends up being Dragonair. So that's just kind of a funny little thing that happened. Or that's just how the game mechanics work. Wow, we did terrible on this game. 0 scored. But I think the more funny part is that everyone except the Gengar got an MVP rating of 16, and Yahtzee got most valued Pokemon. So, wow, that's just strange. It was probably RNG based, or maybe it's something like KOs that actually made a difference that you don't get to see on this. But it's weird. It's weird that it happened, but it's whatever, I guess. So, oh, whoops, I did not mean to do that. But, yeah, it might have just been lag, but, for some reason it let me swim on land with the swimming animation. I don't understand why or how, but it did, and for that reason, it just kinda, just looks really strange with that, for that reason. Oh, okay. This is just, okay, no, this wasn't like what happens when that no one scored. This was a custom match. This was more just when we were curious what would happen if we did absolutely nothing, essentially. It gave me the MVP rating for some reason, and it, like, it was victorious for us, which was fine. But it's just also just funny seeing, like, the 000 bit, which... Why? What? Now I'm thinking... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say, why does it not show, like, anything else? That's just how it looks normally. That was a lot of death in, like, the last few seconds of that match. In that Kirby match. So this was me playing, Kirby Fighters 2, because, mainly, A, because I was bored, and B, we didn't have internet, I think, at the time I was playing this, so... Not much I could have really done. This was, I think, in the process of moving. So that's why we didn't have internet. And, first of all, we have the Cursed Attack Ring, which what that does is it doubles our attack, but it lowers your max HP by 66%. So that's why we have 34 HP only. But something that's actually interesting about this game is that max HP also determines the damage you take. Not exactly... Not, like, essentially saying is, when you have 34 HP, damage, I think, is reduced slightly. Or actually, it might be more the damage deal a percent amount of damage, and, like, because of how low your HP is, that's why the damage is sort of low. Regardless, though, we just do so much damage, but the fact that, like, this is kind of a risky strategy to have so low health, and the fact that they just work, I mean, this is against the AI, so, it's kind of exploitable, but... That's one death, that's me dying, and then that's my AI partner somehow getting the kill. So that, I don't know how or why that worked, but it did. Oh, this! I didn't know, like, I don't know what's the max MVP rating you can actually get, but in this I ended up getting 100, so... Cool, I guess? I don't know if it really did anything, nor did it really matter. But yeah, that's what happened. Also, geez, that was an impressive score. Oh wait, no, it's, Aroma Park. That makes sense. Why did it take 2 tries? That's all I'm gonna say. This is me. Okay, hold up. So this is an Abra, and that's a synchronized throw Ultra Ball. That's a synchronized throw with an Ultra Ball, and it's a green circle, mind you, so meaning it's not like it's kind of easy to catch. How did you break out? Oh yeah, this is funny. This is an unexpected shiny. Again, it's kind of funny how basically all my shinies in Let's Go are like unintentional. Like I'm not trying to get them. And then they just appear because I have the shiny charm, meaning most of my Pokemon are actually shiny charm odds. Oh yeah, so this is a match that ended up happening, and it's just strange seeing all the Pikachus, but the fact that almost all of them have unique Hollow is even, like, weird to me, the fact that almost ended up happening. Oh yeah, nothing better than than winning by 1/10%. You couldn't really see it very well in this screenshot, that's why I took another one here. So this is one of the first times where I've seen a C party only really be seen by just 2 people. So that's already in it strange by itself. And I kind of just like let this play, and then I end up just getting splattered anyways. But that was just because I kind of let my guard down because I just wanted to see how that would play out. Weird. So, it's, I'm sorry, Roller, that's really unfortunate. At the time I'm about to jump away, and you're about to kill me, is the time you run out of ink, so you can't crush me. I feel so bad for that, Roller. But it's fine, I guess. Why is there so many rollers and brushes? There's like literally, I think there's literally only 2 shooters. Look, there's 2 rollers and a brush. 2 rollers and a brush, and a shooter. What? It's also just funny how, I think, isn't it like ordered the same, actually? Let me see. Yeah, roller, brush, roller. Oh no, it's roller, roller. But it's almost the same. I just think it's sort of funny that ended up happening. Oh, yeah. So this is actually one of the more intentional shinies that I was actually trying to get. But I wasn't expecting to get it at a couch combo of 9. I ended up getting another one. Which is... That feels more respectable that I got it at that height. Wow, this video is already an hour long. Jeez, I didn't think it would actually be that long. Jeez. As I'm recording this. And it's probably going to be a little bit less because I had to do a few other things by the time I grab my charger. But it really shouldn't have taken that long. Oh. I don't know what happened. But that's a lot of disconnects. That's a lot of disconnects. Is that actually the same match that we ended up winning against? Or is that... No. Oh, no. No. This is just a very close match that somehow happened. And we got a count of 99 to 96. Wait, is this the... Oh no, this is the exact same match as this one. Where all of a sudden there's just a lot of people that disconnect. Look here. First it's the Nautilus, then it's the Jet Squelcher. At the same time, I'm pretty sure, as the K-Gal. Yeah, the Kenza .52 gal. They both disconnect, which... How or why did that happen? how did, like, I don't know if their armor broke for that Booyah Bomb, but the fact that I was able to kill them like that was kind of impressive. Also this, like, how, I don't know why that direct hit killed. I want to say it's because they were already weakened somehow, but, oh, no, oh, because they were standing in my ink, that's why. I can just barely see it from the animation. I actually think it was the torpedo that hit them enough. Ah, yes, nothing more than getting a quad kill and, or essentially a wipe. Now that I think about it, and then like another kill after that, with the most hectic strategies ever. First of all, I don't know how I get that direct hit on that blaster. I just managed to, I guess, predict it enough. Second of all, I don't know how I don't die there. I'm surprised my baller activated in time for me to live. The explosion wasn't that big because they damaged my baller enough, but that torpedo and that blaster killed the other person, leaving only this jet squelcher left, which I annihilate with a direct hit, which was most likely not necessary. And then I basically give this their rapid blaster a little bit of a trouble time with hitting around that corner, and then just I don't know. I don't know how that happened. But this is also one of my favorite clips, because it's just like, I get that kill, survive this, get another kill, and another kill, another one, and another one here. So that's 5k, that's like a 5 kill streak, and I don't even know how or why that worked. But it did, so, cool. So first of all, I tried to get rid of the fly fish because it's ridiculously annoying, and I just wasn't able to. Second of all, this Moz boosted me up instead of actually chomping me, which was kind of hilarious, but that's just how that worked, so yeah. It's also really funny to me seeing the green ink, because it's normally not this green. And second of all, it's kind of weird seeing it in blue, but I actually liked it when I was in blue. Because if you color lock in Splatoon 3, if you color lock, your ink is yellow. I honestly kind of liked it when it was blue. I don't know, that's just kind of how it is for me. But the ink here is green, which is something I honestly kind of miss. I kind of miss the green ink. The green ink looks better than the more like cyanish like ink. Even though it is my colors, I didn't really like it that much. It felt kind of weird, but yeah. Regardless, though, the fact that this Moz just boosts me is funny. Unfortunately, I actually might have been able to jump over that steel hill, but it got killed anyway, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, that was just funny. It's also funny seeing the HUD, because the HUD doesn't look like this in Splatoon 3. Because the Splatoon 3, the HUD isn't actually fish. It's just like a full-on bar. It's also funny seeing a quota low as 14 and not the, 20 that you have to get normally. But that's just because there wasn't an egg throw in Splatoon 2. It's also incredibly funny looking at the special meter and noticing that it's not in ticks anymore, it's like an actual bar. Oh, this. It's not Splatoon 3, but it's still 3-3-3 score. I just like how this Goldie stayed on for longer after the wave was even cleared. So weirdly, it's either, I want to say this was My least favorite map? I want to say, I don't know, what was my least favorite map? Let me see, what were the maps? There was there only 4? I want to say there was 5, but maybe there's only 4. There was, oh no, there's 5, there's definitely 5. This is probably my least favorite out of them. I don't know why, but it's just not that fun for me. So there's Spawning Grounds, Mariner's Bay, Salmon and Smoke Yard, Lost, Ruins of, I know there's Ruins of something and then Lost something. But this is probably my least favorite map, but either, just a fun little fact about that, I guess, technically. But it's just funny how this goalie stayed on for longer than it really should have. And it actually gave us power eggs when we did that, so that was just extra kind of funny. Oh, this was unfortunate. So this is actually this is a communication error that ended up happening for both someone else and me. But I think the funny part about it is that most of the times when a communication error happens like this, because the AI of the Salmonids, like, are supposed to target, usually supposed to target one person, but because there was a communication error, that didn't really work very well, so they all end up just targeting me. And I just kinda got stuck there. Oh yeah, that was scary. I actually almost lost professional here. But, no, not quite. Not quite. So, this is actually, fun fact, this is actually, New Super Mario Bros. Plus. This is actually footage from that. That's why I was really glad I was actually able to upload all the videos before I made this whole clips showcase of showing all of them. Either way, regardless, this was actually a self-imposed challenge that I was doing. I don't know if I ever completed it, but this was not holding down the X button for running, because the running, that's just a feature. And how did I weave in between all those lava bubbles in time? That was just impressive. Especially since, again, this was a no X challenge, meaning, like, that jump was basically impossible. And the fact that I timed it very badly, with the lava bubbles rising, and the fact that I still avoided them, is impressive. I, only just barely got that star coin. Like, even then I got the star coin, I still had to twirl my way to the platform, which definitely didn't help. There's actually, you know how I'm making this video, which is like a whole, like, clips montage of all the clips and screenshots that I've had on my Switch? I've actually been wanting to do, like, this style of video, but funny enough for New Super Mario Bros. Plus, showing off the levels that I made, and kind of, like, fun facts I thought of when making the levels. I want to do that. I'm not sure when I'll do that, though, because I still have a lot of videos saved up that I've been meaning to upload, but reasons kind of, because of how my life works, I'm not really able to upload all the time. So, yeah. Oh, this screenshot is just, well, there's not much we can do. 2 players disconnected from our team. What more or less do you want us to do? Whoops. I weirdly have some angerness with this clip. Oh wow, it's not even done. Never mind. Whoops. So I have some angerness with this clip in some ways. This was me playing Splat Zones because I was so close. And I mean, I was actually ridiculously close to A. I think it was A or B. I don't remember exactly. But I was so close to ranking up. And I actually had, no joke, I actually had a recording of me doing splat zones to me ranking up. But we just barely didn't win. In fact, I literally needed one more win, and then I would rank up. But if I lost, that would have been 4 cracks on my meter, and that would have just, I would have lost. And I did end up losing. So, I never ended up ranking up, which is why I'm a little bit mad. But this is still just fun, getting like an insane combo of splats here. Like, 2 splats there, and then 1 with the bomb rush you saw earlier. I'm sorry, bomb launcher. And I'm kind of sad, because the clip ends there, but funny enough, there's actually more that goes on. There's actually, I get a lot more splats than that, in that same game. So it's just really funny that that ended up happening. Oh, I don't know if we were just playing really badly or just got a really competitive team that we were going up against, or I don't know, maybe a combination of 2 or neither of them. But you know something is wrong when you see Zapdos and Rotom making this goal zone insta-scored. Oh, this. I don't know why I have this screenshot, but I do. This is just me messing around, honestly. And, I think it's just funny just seeing the bombs, like, do whatever on surfaces like that. But I don't know why I even have a freaking, like, clip of that. Oh! It happened twice! This is why you don't surrender when you're in the lead. It's also funny, because in the update, now they actually... In the previous update we saw earlier, if we can go back enough spaces, it's probably gonna take me some time, though. Yeah, look. Look at how different the updates have changed. This used to be what the result screen looked like, but now, if we go all the way back, it now looks like this. So, yeah, interesting. Interesting how much the game has been changing quite a bit. Oh yeah, this happened when I was randomly playing Pokemon Unite. I managed to get the percent. I managed to get the Draco Meteor, like, or I guess the Unite move, like I guess the number. I got it to be upside down somehow. I don't know how or why I was able to do that, but I did, and I kind of just screenshotted it because I'm not sure if that's rare or not, or that was just an unintended glitch. Okay, so a second spoiler. I have a clip that just outshadows this clip almost by like a margin. But like battling this Lucario really did weaken me for this upcoming Blastoise. But because I have 3 Dragon Dances and I had multi-scales up I think recently, I look at the amount of damage I'm doing. 600, 330, like, the amount of damage I do. And that Hyper Beam just does just that tiny bit of damage I need to get the KO I need. Or, like, that tiny bit of damage to make it super weak, so that then I can kill it. Which is just insane, the fact that I actually survived on, like, that low HP. But what I... Okay, when I said, like, earlier, when I said, like, there's a clip that outshadows this one by a lot, I don't mean in terms of, like, close... Like, it was a close match. I mean... in terms of KOs. And you're gonna see that later, and I'm pretty sure if Yahtzee's watching this video, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I think it also just helps that I was Dragon Danced for this, so I had Dragon Dance, so I was able to evade a lot of Blastoise's attacks, but wow. I don't know how that ended up working. That wasn't intentional, by the way. I wasn't trying to use the pause glitch. So if you don't know, in this game, if you ink like a surface enough, and then you pause the game, and then unpause, switches will be fully inked. I didn't even mean to do that, I was just trying to do something, and then, like, it just happened. Ah, so you know when we were doing a lot of Splatoon 2 clips? Well, like, that last little bit of Splatoon 2 clips, I think that's actually the last Splatoon clip Splatoon 2 clip I have, and it all starts to become more Splatoon 3 clips. Starting with the story mode. I'm kind of mad for two reasons. One, that's not even that hard to do, and two, the fact that I was so close to doing it without taking damage was like, wow. How do I like just barely didn't do it correctly? I so wanted to do this without taking damage, but I just wasn't able to do it. Oh well. No, this test isn't even that hard, but it's just like the constant amount of jumping was insane. Especially since I was also going for all the extra rewards, which was all the power eggs. Honestly, it feels a little bit weird to say that because I was so used to saying CQ points, but it's fine. Yeah, the hub. The hub is so interesting. Like, there's a lot of things you can just straight up skip with the hub. Like that, you're normally supposed to clear this fuzzy ooze, but with a really precise jump, you can actually make that. That sounds like a challenge run thing. Like if I was doing post commentary of a challenge run, that so sounds like what I would say there. But anyways, yeah, like a precise jump somehow ended up making you do that, which is just kind of impressive. Oh, this clip doesn't actually mean anything. This is just me taking a screenshot because this just looked cool. Or maybe it's just a weird glitch that my character's eyes were just like that. Oh. The only reason why I had to screenshot it is because I just found that ridiculously funny when I first saw that. When I first saw Orca just ellipses. I don't know why that worked. That was a really, really close save. And on my last life, too. I did end up doing this with a classic Squiffer, by the way. But, I originally couldn't do it. Or no, I think it was the Bamboozler, what it was. But I originally didn't do it with that weapon because it was slightly too hard for me. I ended up going back to it because I wanted to clear every single level with every single weapon. Because the levels in this game are much easier than Octo Expansion, so that's what compelled me to want to do that. But, like, it wasn't, like, notice how, like, it's like those, like, random bullets that ends up, no, those random bullets that ends up getting the box. Not even me dodge rolling to try to get closer so I can splat it. Or splat the box. So I just think that's sort of funny for that reason. This is my first little bit of Splatoon 3 Salmon run. And it will, like, and it's just so funny. How Salmon is just, like, bonk the bomb into the air like that. It's not rare that that happens. It's pretty common, actually, but it's still just weird and funny when that happens. Also, wow, my pay grade was so low on that one. It's so weird seeing a quota of 9 and not a quota of like, much higher. And also, this is what I meant by the HUD looking slightly different. Look how it's just like, it more feels like actual bars. Instead of, if we go back to Splatoon 2, instead of the HUD looking like actual, like the fish things. So that's something interesting. I also forgot where we were. Let me just, go, oh yeah, here. So that's where we were. Anyways. That was an impressive save, but it doesn't even end there, as this next clip is even crazier. If I didn't charge enough to make that explosion bullet, that would have not worked. That would have been a test failed. So, yeah. Also, it was technically mission. It would have been mission failed, but I mean, I'm too used to Octo Expansion, so. Nothing but a little cheesing. Cheesing the puzzle a little bit. This is something I tried to do earlier, but I actually messed up. Also, you might notice that I started trying to throw the splat bomb, or not the splat bomb, the curling bomb. Yeah, this is what I tried to do. That's what I was still trying to spread the ink puddle, but I realized it would have been faster if I did that. So, yeah, that's the whole idea. But yeah, nothing but a little bit of cheesing to try to get past a little mistake that ended up happening. And as you can just barely see, I do end up actually taking damage, indicated by the little purple bubble. So, yeah. So if you don't know, if the timer hits 0, like, you automatically lose. Like, you automatically lose. In Octo Expansion, if the timer hits 0, but you still cleared the objective, you win. In this game, it doesn't work like that. If you clear the objective, even though the timer hits 0, you lose. So the fact that the timer ended up getting as close as 0.2 seconds is just insane. First of all, this is like one of the hardest levels in the game to do with the classic Swiffer. Like, it took me so many attempts to do this. Yeah, I get it in like 0.2 of a second. Like, I don't know how I did that. I don't know how that did not splat me, but it worked, so... I don't want to sound weird, but I actually think that was my first ever game of an online match, because I was doing a lot of Grisco, Table Turf, and the story mode. That's when I stopped doing Table Turf, because the point of doing it felt basically none, and, well, I'm still doing a lot of Grisco, but the story mode I'm already done with, so I didn't really have a reason to, so I actually did start doing a lot of online battling. Even then, that was a lot of not tentacles, triple ink strikes at the very beginning, and then just I somehow get a wipe. So yeah, that worked. I'm not sure if that's an Easter egg or not, because I was standing here because I think I had to go quickly do something. I don't know why I didn't pause, but I was just standing here doing absolutely nothing right now. And also, that I didn't even notice that the rocket was powered by power eggs. I guess I should have known that. But either way, that is just the most eerie thing I've heard in a while. And I think the only reason why it's so eerie is because I like came back to it. And that's why it sounded so strange. And again, I'm not sure if this is an Easter egg or if this was just like as in like an Easter egg, as in if you stay here and wait long enough, it does that theme or not. But yeah, that happened, which was just kind of creepy. But yeah, that ended up happening. Ah yes, after Alterna, the hardest stage in Alterna. I don't want to say Inner Agent 3 was actually harder than this, but like honestly, I felt like this level wasn't that bad. Although unfortunately, this does end up happening to me, which I've seen it happen to a lot of people. So it's not like I can complain, but this is just annoying. I just barely missed the ink puddle, and it's just like, well, time to go through do all that section again. Again, it didn't take that long to really get back there in the first place, but yeah, it's not that impressive. Those are just funny seeing 70 power eggs. Jeez. I really did go playing every single level with every single weapon, and it did definitely take a while. So, as you can see, I have a super horn right here. I get thunderbolted, so that means I lose it immediately. But then, I end up getting it again. That's just sort of funny. And this was actually, I think this clip was taken when we were on lunch break, reading Yahtzee. So it was just kind of interesting. But yeah, that's what this ended up happening. It was just kind of funny. Oh, it definitely hurts. It definitely hurts when your catalog is only 5 points away from leveling up. That definitely totally doesn't hurt at all. That's why throwing splat bombs when you're about to die can sometimes be really crucial. Because here, I kind of got surrounded and I couldn't really do anything. I meant to throw a splat bomb. I don't even know who that revives. But clearly it revived someone. And it just worked. So, yeah, that was impressive. Also, so yeah, that was kind of impressive, that's the fact. But what I was trying to say is, expect a lot more clips like these coming up. Speaking of which... just barely won that wave. Also, I don't even know why I put Wave Breaker. I noticed I put the Wave Breaker in that position. I don't know why I put it there and not, like, kind of by the egg basket. Like, kind of behind the egg basket, so it was behind cover. But, yeah, weird. I think it's just sort of funny how the griller is just... it just can't get to you. It's just kind of stuck there. Oh, okay, so... this clip may not mean anything, but this was actually us... this was actually me, at 1K and Krusty Sean, all playing Splatoon 3. This was actually a drop-in match, meaning it wasn't actually teamed, meaning we could have actually been going up against each other. We actually ended up being on the same team, which was kind of funny. Also, that's kind of cringy that my tag, or my title is Growing World Champ, because I honestly didn't really like that one after a while, because it got so popular that so many people had it, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna try to use that tag, title. And I like, after I got, like, the one that I use now, I kind of just stayed with it. Okay, so when I was playing, Legend of Link to the Past, this isn't actually in the video, this is actually a practice playthrough that I did. The practice playthrough was just kind of more of a, like, just as a, I just played through the dungeon just so I can get a rough idea on what I needed to do, so I wasn't just wandering the entire dungeon, trying to find what you need to do next. And I ended up encountering this little glitch where it stayed me into the pushing animation for longer than it really should have. I even tried to replicate it, and I just couldn't, so... weird. Another very close save, but especially the fact that I got stuck in a really bad spot between the Drizzler's rain cloud, oh whoops, and the Big Shot's actual wave, I guess shockwave, you could say. So that was kind of annoying. Also, I just realized, this is the exact same loadout that I got on the stream, the first ever stream that I did. This was probably the most problematic, like set of weapons we had. Dynamo Roller. Like I said, it was my least favorite at the time, but that was because I didn't realize how powerful it was in Salmon Run. Anyways, Clash Blaster, like didn't really do that much damage. Mini Splatling was the closest you had to a normal weapon. Tri Stringer was didn't really work very well, and like it's a good weapon, but for the stage layout, it kind of made it hard to really make good use of. So that's why this was probably one of the most like problematic weapon loadouts we had for Salmon Run at the time, and this was like around launch, so that's definitely one of the things to consider. I think Hazumi has the entire video that's said about that. I don't know if that was my first time that I actually tried using the Slamming Lid's breaking feature. Like, or like Slamming Lid's, like, actually slam feature to kill other bosses. I don't know when I figured that out, but I figured it out soon and I tried to abuse it quite a lot. But the weird thing is how does this kill that Scrapper? Or unless someone else got the kill for that Scrapper, but I'm surprised it killed that Scrapper. Oh, this was just dumb. Like, it's a glitch. Well, not really a glitch, but more of an oversight in some way. But, the Moz, like, pushed me upwards, and then I ended up getting eaten like that, which definitely didn't help. Also, this is what I meant by the ink color looking very strange. Notice how it's kind of... It's actually not really cyan, it's more just like a different shade of green. Like, it's not like a green, it's more like a... I guess like a sewage green? I don't even know how you would describe that color. But if we go back to S2, to Splatoon 2, notice how it's like a darkish green. See, that's what I meant by... I kind of missed that color. No, I missed the color lock of it being blue. Then I missed the color lock of it being yellow. But yeah, also, I don't know why I had color lock off for... I had color lock off for a while. For these matches. It's always Wahoo World Tower Control. I just noticed. I always seem to have a lot of clips of Wahoo World Tower Control. Both on Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3. Oh, this is around the Splat test of the Team Gear Grub Fun, because I have the Splatfest tee for Team Gear. I don't know how much I might be able to participate in this Splatfest, which is sour, sweet, and spicy. I could try, but it might be hard. We end up getting wiped, but clearly it doesn't matter because we still won anyway. This was just a weird, intense match. I'm not sure how this worked, but it did. I don't know why I threw two of the little like bombs by the tower and not by the objective / by the enemies, but it's fine. That was just an insane match, but it did work. We did win. Just a kind of intense Splat Zones match, and this is just rank B minus, but that's just because ranked, when the game came out, ranked worked so dumb. It said, like, everyone who had saved it as Splatoon 2 would start at B minus. Why not set your rank to what your rank was mostly averaged at in Splatoon 2? Like, I guess my average was around B plus, so why not just put me at B plus? Not put everyone, including everyone that's like rank X, in B minus. That basically made some really unfair matches, and even Turf War. So that was definitely the most unbalanced bit of mess that happened in the Splatoon 3 lifestyle. Also, I noticed why in this area, in this time, I start holding down the fire button. Why am I doing that? I should not be doing that. But I do it, but I did it anyways. I mean, we still won, but why did I do that? I don't know what the heck I was doing. I was trying to kill these slamming lids, but I didn't even notice that we had very little eggs until I got onto the slamming lid. I was like, whoa, we don't have like any eggs in the basket. I should probably go deliver mine. And just barely in the nick of time, it works. So yeah. Oh yeah, just a very close match that we had in the Splatfest. That's a bit unfortunate. There's 2 disconnects. How did I survive? There were so many, there was so many of those balls that I accidentally let in, and I somehow still win. I think Luigi and Peach were on hard in terms of CPU level, and Mario was on normal. But yeah, I'm just surprised that worked. Oh, if you thought like being 5 points away from your catalog upgrading was annoying, nah, being 1 point away from getting the super bonus is even more frustrating. Especially since that was a round where we didn't even get that much done, because clearly we only got 6 points. So here we get the victory, but looking at the map, that does not look like we should have won that. But oh well, it's Splatoon. Yeah, I don't know why I spent quite a while just inking up everything. Don't ask me why I do this. Sometimes I just do this for fun. Also, wow, that's weird. I'm professional +2. I'm a professional +3 right now, which is unfortunately really bad because I'm kind of in this stuck state where I can't get to executive because I was trying to help Yahtzee get their pay grade up, which didn't really end up because we kept getting communication errors. But that's a fun little fact about that, I guess. But yeah, that ended up happening. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm actually just gonna say anything, because this clip doesn't really mean much until I really explain it. So this is just me playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon for the first time. And this is what I meant by, in the first series, when I got Mudkip as our first Pokemon. If you see, I'm Mudkip right now. And, okay. Look what happens here. That's not me holding down. That's my Pro Controller. That is just insane that I had that bad drift on my Pro Controller. That's sort of insane. Which I thought was just sort of funny, but also really, like, wow, how? And this is, a funny fun fact, this is actually the exact same Pro Controller. And it hasn't really done that at all, so that's just really weird. I don't know why Wishing Show does try to jump up here, which I don't know, actually, like, well, no, because they have the machine, which would have made sense. I mean, it would have made more sense if the range blaster thing was. But what the heck happened to that Celio? It, like, glitched in place. Okay, so that's actually not that rare anymore, because I've seen it actually happen quite often now. But it's still kind of funny, and I should probably let you listen to the clip. Oh, okay. This is a screenshot. So, this was when obviously this is still that same account, and I'm only market meaning I'm not even like near the post game. I'm not even at the post game considering my levels. I found a shiny Ampharos that I couldn't obtain because I don't think you can obtain them at all until you have the friend bow. So that was just upsetting that I wasn't able to do this. Yep, I actually ended up getting lucky at the fact that that I got perfect gear for that piece of intensive eye action. That's sort of funny, but like I don't know why that worked. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that. Oh yeah. Hello, Koazuna. Oh wait, that's the name of our coworker, not actually Kohazuna. So no scales. Oh, speaking of what I said earlier about Hasmi, the Moz, when we blew it up with the splat bomb, the Moz ends up going into the area of the flipper flopper. So that's just weird and funny. Um, I never knew you could do that. Which, quite frankly, I don't know I don't know what like if you can ever really get a good opportunity to do this in the first place, but I threw the Drizzler's torpedo at the flyfish launcher, and it ended up killing the flyfish for that reason. When you had an opportunity to do that? Probably never. Since, like, the flyfish has to be in the perfect spot. The Drizzler has to shoot its torpedo in a way you can knock it back at the flyfish. All with that, with the flyfish's, like, launchers opened. Well, that's me surviving. Base almost literal death. Wow, that was insane. The fact that I actually survived that. I mean, I didn't get any KOs, but at least I survived. So, when I was playing Mystery Dungeon, this is obviously the post game now. As you can see, now I'm Swampert instead of Mudkip. But I step on a warp tile, and it ends up just taking me to the stairs. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, even though it's not rare, the fact that it happened was just kind of funny. And also, I would have been in a normal circle, because the way how I normally travel through the dungeons is I look at... As I kind of go in a big circle to, like, kind of see which each, like, rooms are. So I would have been just going in a huge circle if I didn't do that, so, yeah. Like, I don't know if it's you, but, or it could also just be me, but, Rayquaza confused looks so odd. And on top of that, it gets frozen at the same time, so it's stuck in this animation. I think it's only like a 20% chance to get Grisco weapons when they appear in the wildcard weekends. But here you can see I have the Grisco blaster, as you can see by the rapid blasting. And then I end up getting it again. So, as you can see, this is me just doing a salmon run match. Not just any salmon run match, though, but a salmon run match with a different, streamer slash YouTuber. But, regardless, though, I clearly killed that cooler, and yet it still summons a chum. What? Also, yeah, I was playing with Swingbird. I don't know, I just joined in the lobby, and then I just decided to do that. So much so as I actually have a playlist of all times that I've appeared on other people's channels. Unfortunately, most of them are LJ streams. But, apart from that, there have been a few times where I've just been in the streams of other people. Although, again, half the times it's probably just gonna be mostly my YouTuber friends, so keep that in mind. That was pretty close. So, for context, this is actually a separate run that I've been doing in Mario + Rabbids Kingdom Battle, called it Impossible Mode. It's essentially me trying to beat the game without the skill tree and without upgrading weapons. Clearly, I wasn't able to get through this battle since I have the rocket, which is an upgrade. But even then, and I had extra health, which is why I'm kind of unsatisfied about this mid-boss, because I probably could have beaten it without the rocket, so like with the extra health, but it was just so hard that I just kind of didn't resolve into doing that. But just the fact, so that's kind of why this honestly this clip means more a lot to me than really anyone else. But I think that one of the weirdly cherry on tops about this clip is that Sandy just kills himself. So I think that's the more funny part about that, is that the only reason why I won was because the enemy killed itself. Or I guess the mid-boss, technically. Well, that's not supposed to happen. I don't know why that happened, but my guess is that it kind of it was partially in the wall or something. But when it encountered me, it just went straight to the wall, which, why? Why did that, why? Just why? So that was just kind of funny. This is me, Bug Fables. I think this was one of my challenge runs that I was, well, challenge runs. It was just more like I was playing the game, but with, restricting myself to only doing very specific upgrades on or rank ups. Yeah, oh. Why is there so many doubles? There's 2 splat chargers, 2 ink brushes, and technically 2 rapid blasters. Except one of them is a pro, one of them is a regular. The regular is obviously me. Yeah, that was pretty close. I was actually trying to kill this Grizzler because it was the closest bit of eggs that I needed, but I actually wasn't able to. But this smart person using a triple ink strike, ends up killing the Grizzler, allowing me to get some eggs, and putting them inside the egg basket, along with someone else throwing an egg, I think, that actually let us clear the way, which was pretty impressive. So, this is me trying to take out a Stinger, because Stingers are ridiculously annoying, and then a Steelio spawns, so I have to run away. Being, half blinded, I actually was able to evade it, which was kind of impressive. Also, apparently we had to disconnect a player on this, so that kind of sucks. sort of the opposite of the other Splatoon like 3 Salmon Run Next Wave clips, where this one is like where the other ones were like we just barely won. In this case, we win by like double, and that with the quota being 25, that's quite impressive. I think we just got like really lucky with our bosses, and we got like pretty easy ones. Like as you see, there's a scrapper right there, and a fish stick, and I had a blaster, so it just kind of like I was able to dismantle it easily. Apparently, that's a pretty common glitch. But that's the first time I ever saw it. So that just looked really weird to me. Like, I don't know how common that glitch is, but apparently I've seen it a few times. So it's like, okay, well maybe it's not the most rarest thing ever that happened. That did definitely give me a scare at the fact that I thought like the game like crashed or something, because like it was just black for so long, which that definitely gave me a scare when that happened. Thankfully it wasn't really much, and I think I've actually seen this glitch happen to someone else, so I guess I'm not alone for having this glitch happen to me. So yeah. Oh, that's quite rare to see 3 golden seedlings. Like, it's not that rare because it's in seedling heaven, according to the game. And I also have the seedling amplifier, which increases the chance of seedlings being the golden seedlings. But that doesn't change the fact that it's kind of rare seeing 3 of them. This isn't the same match, by the way, because it's a different one, because it's not 3 golden seedlings, it's only 2. Anyways. Remove any of this stuff, we don't really need to see this. Here we get, I think they dropped like 39, so it's like 39 times 2, which is obviously the amount of exploration points that they give. And then of course, you have to go double them, so we end up getting, I don't even know how many it was, but we end up getting so much. If only Merlee could be like that in my Paper Mario 1000 Year Door playthrough. I just want to say how unintentional that was. I wasn't actually trying to get a splat. First of all, I missed and threw the bomb right below me, so that didn't help anyways for the ink strike. But apparently someone was trying to sneak up on me anyways, so it kind of saved me. So that was just kind of funny how that just worked. I don't even know how they even got there, but I guess they must have at some point and didn't even notice. So there's more memey ways to kill the final boss in Bug Fables, but one of the weird ways, in my opinion, is to use an abomination. Oh, so yeah, this was the Splatfest results for Splatfest for popularity. Or no, not sneak peek. Wait, what? Oh yeah, no, this is like the conch shells. I am kind of glad that I actually was the one that won, because this was the first time I actually got to do Tricolor Turf War as as a normal thing. Because, or not as an old thing, as a defender side. Because I never got to do it as a defender side. I only got to do it as the attacker side. So I was kind of lucky that I ended up choosing Team Water. Which, fun fact, I actually have a video of a no commentary of me doing some Splatfest battles of Team Water. I don't know if we'll do the same thing for Team Sour. I will try, but I'm not sure. Which really makes me wonder. I wonder if this clip is in the video. Either way, I don't think I've ever been that aggressive with the Rapid Blaster like that. Especially since they activated that. And it just point blank kill them. That would have been kind of dangerous if they actually tried to squid away or actually snipe me, but they must have like either forward that I was right there or something. Or they just couldn't react fast enough. Because that sometimes happens to me when I'm playing Classic Surfer. Like I'm just not able to react fast enough. Or maybe that's just their lag and that just forced me to do it like that. Oh! And welcome to another time! Another time where we win, but because the other team surrendered. This is actually just a normal match that I was doing on my own, too. Oh, this! You can't get any more Splatoon 3 than getting 33.3% on the, when you're the winning team because you got 33.3%. Just think that's sort of funny in that reason, or for that reason. Also, this was a time when I was playing with Swingbird, so cool. Oh, here's a 100. This is a 100x battle that I somehow found myself in. But in fact, I think this was like actually not even joke. Like I think like 2 matches after I finished recording the Team Water Splatfest battles, so. That's kind of unfortunate, and I just barely didn't get to show this on the video. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. That's a lot of disconnects. So this is a match where we ended up, where we somehow won Tricolor, even though they had both the Monster Sprinklers and the Ultra Signals. This is even more impressive, though, because Team Grass had both of them, and yet we somehow still won. I don't know why Team Grass was being a little bit of an idiot here. Especially that Dynamo Lilla, that person. As you can see, the Team Fire is trying to get the Ultra Signal, but oh no, wait. No. Team Grass kills Team Fire for getting the Ultra Signal, which actually kind of prevented it, like didn't really help them, because I'm pretty sure they also win if we lose. If Team Water loses, like Team Grass and Team Fire wins. So it kind of didn't really work in their favor. Oh, remember this? Remember when I was doing some really weirdly questionable plays? This is in the stream, so I don't really care about talking over it that much. Anyways, League Champion, there it is, that screenshot that I took a picture of when I actually completed the Shining Pearl stream series, which, funny enough, this is actually the same day when I started the Pokemon Violet stream series, so that's kind of fun, if you wanted to, I guess you wanted, like, continuity at all. Talk about a close call and both of an idiotic play for jumping into the splashdown of Azuna. Thankfully, I still had an egg. I both had an egg and I still had my special, so that's what made it a little bit easier. But just like, wow. Just like barely did that actually work. Talk about cutting it close as well. Welcome to another why is there so many disconnects moments. You can tell that there's a lot of communication errors occurring in Splatoon 3, so now that I think about it, the times that we play with Yahtzee and the amount of disconnects we end up getting, I guess I'm not that mad because it seems to be happening to a lot of different people, so I guess I really can't be that mad anymore. Wow, I didn't even notice this video is 2 hours long. I mean, I did say this was gonna be like the longest clip, but I didn't think it would take this long. There I just went on like probably the most wildest goose chase ever. First it disguises into me, but like I know it's the Zora work. First of all, it's me, so and second of all, I knew where it was going. And I went on probably the biggest wild goose chase ever, and just barely before I was about to escape, I just get it and kill because I'm a speedster and my sprint meter was basically full. That's fine. Well, there's him. You can probably see the issue there with that. And actually, fun fact, that Dratini that I just got from Wonder Trading, that's actually my Dratini. I'm not joking. When it was traded to me, instead of the message saying "Take good care, Dratini," it said "Welcome back, Dratini." So I was like, this person really just traded over their Dratini, or this person really just traded my Dratini back to me. And the funny thing is that these Dratinis had like 2 max IVs, and some of them had their hidden ability. So the fact that people were trading it back, or at least this one person was trading it back, was very questionable on their part, but also ridiculously funny. Welcome to another one of those. That really should not have worked, but it did. I mean, I guess the Mr. Mime was kind of weak anyways, and I was able to drag it into the citrus berry in time, but wow, that was incredible that I didn't die there. So, the way this works is that this is actually this is obviously a little cutscene that plays, with dialogue and stuff, between V and Kabu. You're not supposed to have Leaf when you see this, but it does exist. The little Easter egg of Leaf just kinda doesn't really do anything. And the reason why is because normally this is like one of the first discoveries you're supposed to actually do. But if you forget to do it for some reason and you go back with Leaf, you end up getting that little cutscene, which I think is just kind of funny. Oh, Pokemon Violet. I actually am just gonna delete that screenshot because I don't really have a reason to keep it. Oh, okay, look at this. KO streak of 5. Pretty impressive, right? That's lying. That's actually a KO streak of 6. And let me show you why. Yeah, Um, that's a KO streak of 6, not 5, game. No, but in all honesty though, like, I think the only reason why I actually end up getting that many KOs is because all these Pokemon that I'm going up against, I can see they're like level 8 and 10, and I'm 14, so I'm like way over leveled. But it's just surprising seeing that number being like that. Oh, and you want to know that that's the exact same game like this game. This is the results of it. 27 KOs. That's an incredibly high number. And I actually feel kind of bad for the enemy team, the fact that I like KO'd them like so much. Oh, okay, so this screenshot, or not screenshot, this clip. The way how Buzzwole works is it kind of does a lot of like hindrance-related moves. Notice how I get picked up here, and my Hyper Beam kind of like weirdly glitches and moves with me because of the way how the Hyper Beam works. Because if you get stunned and used Hyper Beam, it still launches off the Hyper Beam. If you get Telekinesis and Hyper Beamed, it still launches off the Hyper Beam even though you're stuck, not able to move. So that's how that move works. So there are some moves like this where it just looks kind of funny when you get launched in one direction. Welcome to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Glitches. That's not how water works. That's not how water works. You don't just sink like a stone to the bottom. In the context of when you come in contact with water. Also, you can see this is actually my Pokemon Violet playthrough. That's just because I had to get to the ability. Once you had the ability to trade, that's when I stopped playing. So yeah, keep that in mind for this playthrough, or for that playthrough. I mean, that's actually how I played in Shiny Pearl, except I started a little bit sooner because I actually started playing that series because I wasn't gonna stream it, but then I actually decided last minute to actually continue my original idea of doing a stream series for that. Because fun fact, and slash story time, I wanted to do a stream series doing that, but then I decided against it, and then like as I was kind of playing through the game, I was like, you know what, doing a stream series would actually work, and if it doesn't get that much recognition, then I could just like end it and then just play it on my own time. While it still didn't end up getting that much recognition, there was like it was still fun enough to actually stream, not record, to stream. So I was like, well, I mean, I guess I'll keep doing it if people like it. So those are all the little bits of text that you get to see if you do anything other than attack. Like I think it's the switch text that's kind of the funniest because it's like, what? That's not how switching works. There's no way you can run from this opponent. Like, yeah, I could see why. That kind of makes sense in context. That one also makes sense. Your hands are trembling so badly you can't pull out items from your bag. This one's sort of funny. You can't find an opportunity or an opening to swap. Not an opportunity, just an opening to swap Pokemon. The only way you could that works if you get arena trapped, or if the Pokemon knows Pursuit, which I'm pretty sure doesn't exist in Gen 8 and above. So yeah. Still not quite sure why that worked, and how I was able to win a 2v1 like that. I mean, I guess I had a level lead by a little bit, but it was still a 2v1, and it's not like I could really do anything. I guess I had Articuno, which I guess was the main reason why I actually was able to do a lot of damage, and use both of their Unite moves, but geez. That just should not have worked, but it did. Ah yes, the Grisco Splatana. Almost as broken as the Grisco Slosher, which, I'm actually kind of sad about the Grisco Slosher. I never got to even play it. Like, I was playing Salmon Run, and I never got lucky enough to do it. And never went back to try to do it. Especially since, look, I have a full Koizuna meter. And I never encountered a Koizuna, which I was also kind of admittedly sad that I didn't do. I'm not sure how we cleared the wave there, especially since I didn't even get to see what happened. But, clearly something worked. I think it was that person that was able to get an egg in. No, not even. Huh. But yeah, just the fact that we got that save was just impressive. So, this doesn't really make that much sense. Especially since I haven't uploaded the video yet. But this was me and Demo Viking messing around in the minigame in the minigame Snowman Survival, which is sad that they didn't bring back colony control, I think is what it was called. But either way, there's a glitch that lets you, I wouldn't want to say duplicate armor, but like lets you like it like kind of, I guess it is kind of duplicating, but that's just because of how the servers work in terms of like trying to remove the armor. If you're fast enough, you can actually duplicate the armor, so you get an extra copy. Meaning, if you really want to be mean, you can troll other people. But see, so Demo Viking is already a snowman, and but like, Demo Viking has the costumes of being a normal human, so I just think it's kind of funny that you can kind of troll like that. Doesn't really work, especially since I still have the boots. That's, like, blue, but it's just kind of interesting and funny. Ah, yes, remember Big Run? I actually did a stream of that, which was kind of fun. I mean, it was very fun. But, 3 Grizz Cobrellas and 1 Luna Blaster. In fact, I was a Luna Blaster. Oh, and guess what? It happened twice! 3 Grisco Blasters and one Range Blaster. And I was the Range Blaster. I already uploaded the video, so this clip doesn't really mean much. But yeah, welcome to a fly hacker. Welcome to a fly hacker, and then just, like, somehow we're still able to kill it because it's not invincible. Thank God it's not invincible. At the very least, we can still fight it and kill it, which is fine. I don't deserve any of those KOs. I was trying to Draco Meteor to survive, and it ends up Draco meteoring up there, and then it ends up getting a triple KO, and I'm just like, whatever. Not what I was trying to do anyways, but it worked, I guess. Um, okay, so a little bit of context. This is a self-imposed challenge that I did on myself, which is Berserker only. One of the medals in this game is Berserker, and it gives you +3 attack, but you are unable to do anything but attack or do nothing or spy, but that doesn't really do anything. But yeah, you can only do nothing or attack. So, and I self-imposed challenge myself to only do damage. Like, if I'm only allowing myself to do damage, like regular damage, from the person that's reserved. I was allowing myself to use, like, bombs and, like, team moves, like Frost Relay. But regardless, though, you can see how much TP I actually use. First of all, I use 5 TP to revive V, and then to revive Leaf, and then later the turn, I use more to Enfeeble Plus to lower everyone's attack, and somehow everyone survives, which is just insane. Okay, that screenshot doesn't really mean anything else. That's kind of a more personal thing of why I have it. Yeah, I don't think we want to be in a monster house when Licky Tongue is living and chilling at 1 HP. Not the smartest. In fact, everyone's HP is really low. So, yeah, this is kind of worrying. That's for sure. Although I think we still had plenty of Reviver Seeds, and Licky Tongue knew Blizzard, so we were good. Okay, this just looks weird. It just looks weird. It's Swampert saving Swampert, but because the Pokemon are pretty big, they take up more than the actual tile square. See, my question is, why did that work? Like, I've tried doing that before, and I could have, like, sworn that it did absolutely nothing. So, why did it decide to work there? I'll never know. But it's whatever, I guess. Oh, okay. This is quite impressive. Look at this. Dragonair used attack. And that's just because, I can't remember exactly, but I kind of got stuck. Oh, jeez, whoops. I got stuck in this weird spot where I couldn't move because I was next to Wobbuffet, which had an ability which made me not move, and I think Grudge was in a play, so I didn't have any power points or anything. And I think my one move was Curse Bodied or slash Sealed, so it ended up, so the AI made it so Dragonair used attack. Not as memey as killing with an Obama Honey, but the fact that I literally needed 2 HP to survive it, and I didn't know if I could survive another attack because I had no healing items. Using a Magic Ice just felt like the most correct thing to do. So, if you've seen a very specific video by Chugga Conroy, you'll know why that is somewhat hilarious. In fact, it's kind of a meme between me and Yahtzee. Yeah, no, why did that work? As you can see, there's a Quahog, there was a Chump, and there's a Steelale now attacking me. Literally, my only option is to jump to this other platform, which I didn't even know you could make, because that doesn't look like an easy jump to make at all. But you can, but the fact that I was able to do it was surprising. It didn't really mean much, because I couldn't, like, get this egg there. But at the very least, it made it so that I survived, which I think was just cool. That I made such an epic looking jump. And I think this was also on a stream as well. Yeah, because you can see it swim. But... Oh yeah, welcome to another instance. Well, actually, no, this is another instance. This is one of those unfortunate instances where we couldn't get this shiny Dragonite because we had poor RNG. I did everything correctly. I was right next to the Dragonite, and I had the friend bow, but it just wouldn't join. We just got poor luck. I don't know what happened here. This was just like the weirdest glitch I've ever seen. I actually sent it to Yahtzee as well just to see like how it would look, and I'm just gonna say this just looks really wrong, and I don't know why or how. So if anyone knows what the main issue is here, that would be cool to let me know, if you could let me know, but this is just strange, like incredibly strange. But yeah, here's another instance of we just couldn't get a shiny because of poor luck. So, I kind of started actually noting down the results of of Mario Party Superstars that I kind of just, of like any boards that I did go through. And, 7 stars! I don't know how I got 7 stars. I mean, it is 30 turns, so it's like the most, so it kind of like feels, you know, normal to get all the stars. Or to get that, not get all the stars, but get that many stars. But these are hard CPUs, so the fact that I was able to get that many is kind of impressive. And also, Luigi with the 364 coins! Earlier, quite funny, earlier today, my family was we actually were playing some Mario Party Superstars, and they thought it was kind of impressive that I had 111. No, I think it's more impressive that Luigi has freaking 364 coins. There. This was just weird floor generation. This is where I spawned when I went to the next floor, and it spawned Electivire in this weird maze-like structure, which was like, okay, but what's the point of the structure? Yeah, no, that's not a hot amount of HP to be at, especially since I think I was using Spike Cannon. Well, I mean, I had Rapid Bullseye, but like the fact that I was at this low at HP definitely didn't help. I just think, so there's a one-room orb that was on this floor, and when I used it, because it turned the entire room, or because it turned all the rooms into one room, it activated the monster house. Which I thought was just kind of funny. I had Blizzard, so I had nothing to worry about at all, but I just found it funny how, when I use it, boom, it's a monster house, is the music that appears. And look, there's a Mew! But I didn't get it. Because, well, I've just never been lucky with actually, not catching, just, like, actually befriending these Pokemon. So if you just notice there, I have the Tri-Stringer. Let me go back. Yeah, I see. I have the Tri-Stringer. I guess the weapon I get next for wild card. The Tri-Stringer again. What? That's probably more impressive than getting the Grisco Blaster twice in a row. Because with the Grisco Blaster, it's like a 20% chance of getting it. Like, there's so many weapons you can actually get. The fact that I got the Tri-Stringer is just impressive. And I'm just gonna play the game. I'm very glad there was like this little bit of inkable wall that I was able to actually get out of. get up on, get an egg, and somehow and arc it correctly, so I actually managed to get it inside the basket. The egg basket. So that was kind of impressive that I was able to do that all. Don't you just love doing that? It's kind of funny because you can't like in Breath of the Wild you wouldn't jump down because that would hurt you, but like you can use you would have used like your paraglider and you would have like glide down gracefully and you could have done so many incredible things with it. In Pokemon, no, you just get saved by your Rotom, which oh wow. Also, if you're wondering, this is actually my practice playthrough of Pokemon Violet. This was kind of just like a mess around file, really. Like, where I'm just kind of messing around with a few things. And, I don't know, I just find it kind of fun. I still have the file, although not even that far with the file itself. It just kind of exists. Scarlet and Violet glitches. Being constantly in the falling state until I got, like, to the edge, but for some reason it didn't work last time. I don't get it. Welcome to the server just being incredibly laggy. Look at that. I get the splat right there, but it still launches the power glam, and clearly Ink gets hit behind me for some reason. Yeah, there's something wrong. There was something wrong with that level effectively got lag. Anyways, here's actually one that was actually taken today. This is what I meant by when it was like me and my family actually playing Mario Party Superstars. Okay, so there's, I mean, this is really it. This is really all I'm gonna say. It's not really, but if you actually saw how this match played out, theoretically, Waluigi would have won if I didn't steal a star from Waluigi, but Waluigi was in 4th, so it would have not made that much sense. Again, you're gonna have to see the match and how it ended up playing, but it's fine. And that's how the bonuses were. I just think it's kind of funny. So here's the three of us trying to knock each other off. I don't know what I was trying to do, but I accidentally fell off. But because I fell off when the timer hit 0, it still registered the fact that I won. That's because he Donkey Kong Peach Yoshi. So the fact that it still registered the fact that I won was just kind of hilarious, even though I fell off. I'm not even on the finishing screen when this happened, so it's just funny. Oh, this doesn't actually mean anything. But this is actually really interesting. Something I didn't actually know about. With the orb you can terrestrialize. Yeah, look. Let's see. After terrestrialize, I'm pretty sure your Dratini will be a steel type. That's actually accurate. Which I didn't know if the game actually calculated that. Which, I mean, I guess it kind of has to. But I just found it really interesting. I thought it would have done my starter. Because I'm pretty sure that's guaranteed to be its Terra type. But here it actually did Dratini, and it's Terra type that wasn't Dragon. So I thought that was just kind of cool. Interesting that that's how that ended up working out. Oh yeah, this was a glitch. This happened in the Friends menu. On the Friends menu, like I don't know what happened, but like I think the bar stretched out too much, and now like as you can see, Yahtzee 23's thing went off the thing, off the actually like little bar, so it just looked kind of odd. Okay, so let's be honest here. Like, getting into a match in multiplayer seems, at least for me and Yahtzee, is somewhat hard. So, I find it incredibly funny when this happens. Battle time. One or more players disconnected. So, it ends up putting us back at the lobbies, which is just very hilarious. It also, like, I got sort of angry, but at the same time, it made me laugh so much. It even made Yahtzee laugh, even though, like, I mean, I guess it made both of us laugh because it, like, it's so funny that to just see battle time. One or more players disconnected. So it's like battle time. Oh wait, no, someone disconnected. I'm sorry, we can't start the battle. And that's it. That's actually every single screenshot and clip that has been on my Switch's lifetime that I've saved, by the way. That's been on my Switch's lifetime to now in the I guess technically it would be January 1st, 2023. I wanted this to actually be done on New Year's Eve, like the video to be uploaded, but obviously that did not work because of how my life schedule works. So I hope this is okay with you. I don't even know when this video is going to be uploaded, okay, because again, knowing how my life works. But it was very fun going through all these screenshots and clips. Kind of going almost through like a trip down memory lane because some of these I don't even remember that much. But yeah, I hope that my little explanation of what each like screenshot and clip gave you more context than just showing you the clip. Because like, imagine I just showed you like this clip. Like, if I didn't explain anything, it probably wouldn't. Like, you would have to actually like look at the clip itself. Or something like what's another example? Like this. Like, without context, this screenshot might mean like nothing to you. So, yeah, that's why it's just kind of like I wanted to do a little, like, I wanted to give my like thoughts on each clip because it just made more sense for that reason. But that is all 209 screenshots and clips that were recorded. That are recorded and they're kept. There are some that I deleted. Like, I think I removed some shiny pictures, like when I caught some accidental shinies. Um, and then I think there was, and obviously the one where I got a quad splat, like a quad kill with splashdown. There's other things, but that's all the ones that I kept and that are here. So I hope you enjoyed this 2 hour long video that I didn't expect it was gonna be 2 hours. I knew it was gonna be long, but not 2 hours long. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you another time. You let an 8 ball fall. Goodbye.